I heard a story recently about a burial chamber or crypt located in a church or monastery somewhere in Europe. And this was many, many years ago. And they had a saint that had been buried there in this crypt. And the bones of the saint were said to have miraculous healing powers. And once a year, the priests would open up this burial crypt, and thousands of people would come and touch the bones. And those religious relics somehow had this magical healing power. And so every year they would do that, and people were magically and unquestionably healed from all types of dilemmas. Where did the healing come from? Well, one year the priests were getting ready to open up the crypt. They knew there were thousands of people coming that day, and they opened the crypt and the bones were gone. Somebody had stolen the bones. So they're like, uh-oh, what do? We can't turn away, thousands of people. So they went out back to the common cemetery and just dug up some bones from a commoner, maybe even a criminal. And they laid those out in the crypt, kind of hush-hush. Sounds like something the church would do, right? And people came, and they expected that no one was going to have a healing because these weren't sacred bones from a saint. But people came and they touched the bones, they said their prayers, and guess what? They had miraculous healings. So how did that occur? Where does health come from? I'm actually listening to a book on Audible, and I prefer listening to nonfiction in my car to fill my brain with something good instead of just that noise and chatter on the radio. So I'm listening to this book called The Science of Being Well, written in 1910. So the tense that it's written in is all very masculine and very old school. But think about it, 1910, that's 112 years ago. We had no internet. We had no car radio. We had no television. They had newspapers and magazines, and most people didn't even have that. And books, if they were lucky enough to have those. So there was limited information being spread. So many stories were spread orally, and then people were writing things and creating these books. And this gentleman was a metaphysician. So metaphysics is using your mind to create, in this case, well-being, using your mind to create abundance. But what you think about, you tend to bring about. And so from the science of being well, you need to focus on health and being well at all times. And anytime any thought of disease, dis-ease, lack of harmony in your body comes into play, you need to cancel that out and eliminate that thought. Well, now let's fast forward to all the noise of the internet, the noise of social media, the noise of TV news, the noise of the front page news. What has it been? Sickness, disease. Uh-oh, we have a pandemic. You need to take this vaccine. You need these pills. You need to cover your face. And then the advertising on television that, direct-to-consumer advertising about drugs. If you have this disease, you might have this disease, better check. But if you do, you need this drug. And if you have that, you need that drug. And it's all about how many drugs we can put into our system because they're constantly telling us we're sick. And guess what? We're sick because we think sickness instead of thinking health. What can you do to start eliminating all thoughts of disease and sickness? If you see an advertisement on TV, make sure that you mute it so you're not listening to it. And then at the same time say, I am healthy, I am happy, my body is functioning at 100% efficiency, and just focus on that health. We used to have popular magazines in my clinic, and if they had a drug ad, I'd take a big red pen and I'd mark an X through it, and I'd say, these kill you. That was my thinking at the time. And now we just probably try not to subscribe to many of those magazines. But the thing is, where does health come from? Does it come from touching bones of some saint from thousands of years ago? No, it comes from within. And so all of the universal substance, your body is made of stuff that came through the universe for eons and eons, and now it's in you. So that universal substance, the universal intelligence, there is a universal intelligence in all matter, giving forth to it all its actions and properties, thus maintaining it in existence. That's the basic premise of chiropractic. So focus on being well and never allow your mind to focus on being sick. And that is the true key to health and wellness. This is the Wellness Doctor, Dr. Jeffrey Clark. If you like this, please like, comment, share, maybe give me a heart emoji, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Have a great evening, everyone. We'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.